So what are you doing?
Good evening. I'm Coulter Wonkite. I'm already into the 420, damn it.
So what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? Why not?
Trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.
You like music, you like weed, well, we gonna be good friends indeed. This is how much I like more than smoking trees. They'll make you dance the do-si-do and teach you how the chiva grows. Smoke a bowl on the 420 radio show. On Lifestyle Radio.
All right, enough of that crap.
Wow.
Darcy, you're in a different jersey today. Supercharged.
Oh, that's a
Remo
Remo
shirt.
Oh, Remo's.
Oh, it's a Remo shirt.
It's a Remo shirt.
Remo hoodie.
Remo hoodie.
Yeah, it's a hoodie. When did I get bald? I shaved my head back.
Holy crap.
When did you do that?
A week ago.
I didn't notice it last week because you had a hat.
He's always got a hat.
Ah, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You should put
you
your
know,
hat back on.
I can't. I was
I
going to
went-
get my hair shaved, but nobody will do it for me.
Shave it yourself.
I'm dyslexic, seriously, and I can't. Can't do it.
I wish people could see this. That was
can't
awesome,
do it.
Al.
There's probably some things better left unseen.
You know, it's taken me 56 years to get used to how to brush my teeth in the fucking mirror. So I can't look in the mirror or I get all fucked up. I'm like, ah.
So you can't rub your belly and pat your head at the same
No,
time.
I can do that. Yep, I
Yeah?
can do
Yeah,
that.
me too.
It's just,
Oh,
you know,
everybody tries looking.
the same thing happens when I write a check. I'm like, numbers to letters, you know, it's that whole, it's fucked up. Anyways, hi and welcome. This is the 420 Radio Show. We are live here at 420radio.ca, funny enough. And our pal Kirk Adamson is here from Gizeh. How do you spell it? I mean, how do you say it?
Gizeh.
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 Or
Now,
Canada, Gizeh.
how long did it take you to get that down? Because it's
Well, the first time I heard it.
taken me a couple of years.
Most people get it the first time, Al.
Shut up, man. You're being nasty to me today, Marcel.
You are dyslexic.
You're very low tonight, Marcel.
Oh, sorry. I look white closer.
All right. Thanks.
Then I
Yep.
cough in your ear, and then everybody can whine about, oh
Well,
my God, he's got COVID.
I could just turn you up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, Marcel's got COVID.
So, crap.
Yeah.
I'm going to have
Al.
COVID in a minute. I'm going to light up some Liberty Haze. So that'll give me
Liberty
some-
Haze. I'm still waiting for some Durban.
Oh, I got that
got
next.
Durban.
Everybody's got some but me.
Oh, the Durban next.
So,
You two don't rat me out.
what?
I said, you two don't rat me out.
Oh, well, you know, no,
What,
you
how
do that.
much
You
give
do
us
that
on a regular
yourself.
basis?
You sit there and fucking trim the fucking thing in front of us. We got to get you back somehow. It's not fair, man.
Oh, we're not
I
paying that.
know.
Gives it to us.
Are you
know.
still coming?
I support you 100%, Darcy.
I know you do. If the quarantine comes off, Al, are you still coming down this way, even though there's no
I'm
Harvest
coming
Fest?
anyways. Yep. Kirk has his hand up.
I was just going to say thanks for having me on, and happy pandemic, everyone.
Oh,
Happy 420.
happy 420. It's in 2 days.
Happy 420 all month.
It is.
Yes.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. Kirk said to me the other day, what are you guys doing for 420? And I was like, well, unfortunately, this year, Al Graham usually goes away with his wife. I don't know what he's doing. but he doesn't usually do shows because it's his anniversary. And Marcel and Darcy and Lenny are all be working because it's a Monday. So I'm like, and then I find out that like everybody is doing the whole Canada thing that Marcel and I have been doing for a few years now.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
Well, I mean, we've had people, we've sat here for however many hours it takes to go through all the time zones. A few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, and it's not bad. I mean, it's one joint or maybe 2 joints per hour.
Yeah, but
depends on how many you smoke.
By the end of the night, we're like, Darcy, you haven't sat in with one of those, have you?
No, I haven't.
But here's the key to make it fun is every time zone do something different. So it could be a shatter the first time zone, do a dab, do hash the next one. So every time zone you want to hit them with something a little different.
So I've seen that, you had a list that you put together, didn't you, Kirk?
Pardon me?
You had a list that you put together of what's going on 420, didn't you?
Yeah.
Look at his mouth. He's like,
a list.
A list.
I'm all about the list.
Well, that's what. Yeah. So if you want to talk about the list, you can, because I don't mind giving other people a plug. We do what we do. Period.
Okay. So what do we have going on for 420? We've got you here tonight. We've got 420 Winnipeg with Steven. Jay Frost is,
and a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, a whole bunch of people.
Everybody that we would usually have on.
Well, you know what? There's kind of overlapping guests, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Jay Frost at Cannabis Corner is gonna do something, give some Gizeh away. Kim, Northern Kim's doing her podcast. Who else? Kelly's Green Lounge. Mary Jane Baker, I think, is doing that with her. One with Paste Radio, and then Pot TV. So it's going to be a pretty busy day.
And I think that Pot TV is chumming up with what's that? CL? Not Cottage Life.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the name of it.
Cannabis Network.
Yeah, I can't.
No.
Cannabis Life Network. Yeah.
That's it.
There you go. Yeah. So,
it's going to be.
So we're going to give some stuff away today.
Yeah, we're going to give stuff away. We've got some stuffs.
But we have rules.
Right. We have rules.
Why?
And the guys have come up with a question. I think Lenny had a good question earlier today.
So that'll be the question that we'll use. But the only way anybody can win is by going to our website, go into the chat room, and be the first one to answer the question.
Our website is www.420radio.ca or lifestyleradio.net, whichever one you want to come on at.
And don't panic, you can listen to the show while you're in the chat room.
Yeah, come on into the listening lounge.
Yeah, listening lounge.
Is it the listening lounge? It's the listener's lounge. I don't know. I've changed the name of it 4 times.
Listener's lounge.
Just come in and listen.
Just come in and listen. There's some people in there.
Come on in.
People in there. Our normals are in there. The neighbor.
Hey, neighbor.
The neighbor. The neighbor is actually Darcy's neighbor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
And of course Hillary's in there, and I guess Hillary's hubby's in there because her boy toy's in there. Give her a minute to laugh; it'll get there. Darcy, why do you look so serious tonight? Because you got a computer in front of you. That's why. So we're gonna give some stuff away. So I'm gonna let the guys have come up with a way to do this, and we'll do that. What are we giving away? Well, I've got some Gizeh Rolling trays, which are really cool, and they're the big ones. I put one on my wall yesterday when I got them.
How big are they?
They're the big ones. Do you know the size
They're
of them?
the big ones, Marcel.
They're the big ones.
I like
man.
them.
Yeah.
I wish I had one, then I wouldn't have to use my table.
I'll send you one with your shatterizer, buddy.
Hey, we'll see if you can answer the friggin' question.
I was going to say, you could win one tonight.
Well, Darcy said he wanted to win a shatterizer tonight because you know what? He's the only one on the crew that doesn't have. Do you have one, Kirk? Do you use them?
I do not. No, I've got an Evolve.
Well, you come and see me when you're here next.
I know,
and we'll make
eh?
sure you get one. I would have gotten you one a long time ago. I didn't know you didn't have one. Yes, I'm the I'm the shatterizer fairy, and I don't take that sexually either. Shut up, Marcel.
I wasn't saying a word, dude.
No, but you think loud, dude.
If you could only see his facial expression now.
I wasn't going to say anything about you being a fairy.
Well, good, because
I mean that's up to you if you want to do that. That's all I do.
Speaking of fairies, I've been watching Lucifer.
Bearded lady.
I've been watching Lucifer, which I'm finding very, very amusing. You ever watch Lucifer?
I like that series.
Yeah, it's
I've seen it.
About halfway through the second. I think it just started the third season.
Oh, wonder how it ends?
No.
Oh.
No. So let's take care of business first, and then that way we've got like a couple of hours to get rid of this crap that we're giving away. He just jumped off the boat.
I didn't hear a splash.
So how do we want to do this, guys? Seriously. I'll let you guys pick the question and how we're going to do this, and then the winner will get it when I put it in the mail. How's that?
The winner will get it when I put it in the mail.
It'll be along promptly.
Yeah, we will
so in the
be
next
on to him to get it in the mail Monday.
Yeah.
Is this only for Canadians?
Well, you see, I don't know. Well, how about
Can you mail that to the States?
Can I mail that stuff without getting into trouble, Kurt? Okay, so
it depends
Canada,
what you put in there.
Canada only for the first one. and I'm thinking, 5 packs of several different kinds of papers. There's 5 different papers there.
Yes.
And
one of each.
Yeah, a few packages of each, and then a nice big tray, which is really trippy. If you want to see what it looks like, look up on our Facebook wall. I posted a picture of it the other day. And then there's some. Explain to me what those packs are, Kirk.
The packages of papers, different papers.
Well, we'll get to those. No, I meant the rejuvenation packs.
Oh yeah, it's all right. Stay fresh. So same sort of deal as Bovida or Boost, except new technology.
New technology. I'm going to go and get the box, and I'm going to let you talk about your papers. How's that?
All right. So I guess we'll both...
I have to start. 1 sec. I have to start.
Yes.
Where I always start with you. They're rice papers, right?
No, sir. Again.
All right, go ahead. I know he's got literature
you know what?
now.
Go on our Gizeh, go on our Instagram or just go on Instagram and go for the hashtag Gizeh User Guide. It'll tell you what each paper is made of, the weight, what to use them with. So you can't go wrong. And I think there's even a helpful hint there or two. So can I give you the quick history tour? We'll say Gizeh's from Germany, been around since 1920. Over the last 15 or 20 years, lineup's really diversified for more cannabis-friendly papers. In the lineup that we're giving away, we've got the original fine, super fine, and pure extra fine Pure Extra Fine's a certified organic hemp paper. What do we got here? So the original is a cellulose-based paper, regular burning. It's great with extracts, like if you're smearing some oil on them, it absorbs it evenly.
Evenly. Uh-oh. I think...
Did we drop him?
Oh, yeah. It's boat traffic. There we go. He's back.
Kind of.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the boat? He's gone again.
You guys can hear me?
Yes.
Just nod your head.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can't hear you for whatever reason all of a sudden. But, yeah, so I'm just going to wheel through these while I figure what the hell's gone wrong with my sound. Right. So dry cannabis is coming from the LPs dry. It's coming with the humidification pack, so it really varies. So you could be using a fast-burning paper, or you could end up with, using everybody's favorite paper, fine, right? I know you guys like those papers. Those were generally.
I have not tried the extra fine, so I'm opening the box and I'm trying some.
Okay. So they're slow burning paper too.
Are they?
Yes.
So you said these are made out of cellulose.
The original one made out of cellulose. The fine are hemp.
Okay.
And the super fine are hemp and cellulose.
Oh, so they're a mix.
Yeah. So, like I say, green ones, fresh bud, red ones, everyday use, blue ones, left your bag open on the coffee table.
Fresh bud. Oh, really? That's the way you're...
Fresh.
Do you have a list? Like, do you have a poster that says that? You guys should do a poster that has that. I'd put that on my wall.
Yeah, I can send you something. Like I said, if you go for the hashtag Gizeh usage chart, it's got all the information on there.
I posted that the
Share
other day.
it with your friend. Yeah, that's the one.
I like. Usually when I see you at a market, you're just handing out packs, and I don't get to look at the box. So
right,
even though I'm having a hard time seeing anything, because I don't do well with small things. There's an awful lot of information on these boxes about the paper itself.
Right.
In an awful lot of different languages. How many countries in the world are your papers available?
Pretty much everyone.
And they're vegan.
Vegan, eco-friendly.
Halal?
I would imagine. I can't see why not.
and you know, I you know this. I'm a big fan of cut corners. I really am. It makes it really, really easy to roll, because you know I grew up with the Ziggies, and these are the close ones to that in a newer paper, and they roll nice. I mean I've had nothing really to do but sit here and roll doobies. I've actually started getting really good at it.
Right.
Do you guys you go to a lot of events and stuff like that? Do you guys have contests, rolling contests? Do you guys do stuff like that?
Generally not at our booth. We do participate when the vendor's doing that stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You should be promoting that stuff. It's legal now. I understand. When I met you, it wasn't legal. You had to be a little bit careful because it's a tobacco paper, right?
Right.
But now, do you have to call it a tobacco paper? Is it just a smoking paper?
Call them rolling papers.
That was anticlimactic.
And you know what? I don't know. totally cannabis papers. This we've got nothing to do with tobacco. Gizeh's got nothing to do with. They don't have their own tobacco brand in Canada. We're not distributing injectors and tubes. The papers that we've got are very specific to the various moisture content of cannabis.
Okay.
Because that shit's expensive, man.
And that's different too, because
and you don't want to.
It's a different. You guys have adopted a little bit of a different philosophy, yeah. Over the last year.
Well. Oh no, this is. They've been addressing moisture content for 20 years or maybe forever.
So these papers were made for the cannabis market.
So here's how this has evolved. Tobacco is generally one or two different humidity levels as it's sold. That technology has spilled over, and the lineup of the papers has changed over about the last 15 to 18 years. So that's why now, instead of just having a slow burning paper and a fast burning paper, we've got three different speeds at which the paper will burn. We've got the hemp, the certified organic hemp. Again, different burning qualities. So
each kind of thing burns differently. The cellulose would burn a little differently than the hemp, of course, as would paper, right?
Correct. And they're a mixture. They're different. They are different thickness. I was actually in the factory here in February.
I saw those pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, what an amazing place. They wouldn't let us take any pictures of on the factory floor.
Just the building I saw, yeah.
Yeah. But it's amazing. They've got their own engineers. They've got their own machine shop. Everything has been built on site, and these machines are like space age. It's like looking at the space shuttle or something.
Cool. Do they have any informational videos, how-to videos, things like that on their website that people can watch on how paper's made?
They are on the website and also on YouTube. Maybe I'll send you over the links.
Yeah, I like watching stuff like that. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Do you have videos that show you how to roll a joint? Al needs to learn how to roll a joint.
Shut up! I'm rolling. Well, you're picking on me, you fucking cocksucker.
Yeah, he is, Al, because he knows I'm the guy that can't fucking roll a joint.
I already picked on Lenny's joint rolling ability this week, so it's Al's turn.
Hey,
are you?
You know what?
Go ahead, Kirk. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, once we get past this pandemic thing and we get back to being able to see people. We do events or evenings and teach people to roll as best you can in an evening. Use the rolling equipment, use the rolling machines.
Yep.
Roll. Take a stab at rolling by hand.
I have one of your rollers, and I couldn't figure out how to use it. I'm sorry.
Watch the instructional video.
You should teach Al how to use the rolling machine.
Well, this is what I was getting to. We should do some classes. And we should go and teach some senior citizens how to roll doobies.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, except they're not allowed to smoke in there. Most of them have a hard time walking outside. Give them cookies. Give them ice cream.
There, now you're talking. Nice with a nice syrup.
Oh yeah,
nice medicated syrup on top.
Oh, I make medicated ice cream.
Marcel's ice cream is good.
The ice cream is medicated.
Oh, wow.
So we should do a Gizeh tour and teach people how to roll with each different... Like when you take a step back and think about that, you can actually teach people how to roll different types of weed, meaning weeds with different moisture content, because they all roll differently.
Oh, absolutely.
And when you actually think about it, that's actually kind of interesting. because people take that much care in rolling their doobies. I mean, a lot of people do, anyways. I'm a quickie, you know.
No, I love it. I cut it up with scissors, and I take the time. You know, it's a doobie break.
Do you not use breaker? Like I got a buster that I use.
No. Somebody thought I left mine at home at one of the trade shows, and they brought me one. I actually just gave it away because I don't have room for all those extra stuff.
Do you guys have a grinder that you offer as well?
We do. Yeah.
And what about tubes? Because I know you were on your way there.
No tubes.
No tubes.
We were looking at getting involved with one of the companies, but
Nah.
they're hard to keep up with production with their existing their chain, right? Never mind add us. How do we fit into a new
niche? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
We found when we were doing Hope that it was. I mean, even at the lounge. One minute you can get them readily, and then the next minute you can't.
Right.
It's one of those really weird products, I guess.
Yeah. I remember sending you a box that I'd gotten as samples from another company because you guys were having trouble finding some.
Yeah, we were having trouble keeping up. Yeah. We had to stop doing Hope because the city started snooping around, and people got worried, and other reasons as well. But so we were talking about tunes, and somebody was supposed to send me a link. But they didn't yet.
Send you a link for what?
Tunes.
I put one up there.
Where?
In the chat on Facebook. Look, I see the link right there.
I don't see it.
Look, I see the link right there. That's awesome.
Okay, yes, I see it. Yes, you just posted it. You forgot to post
it.
Like,
I posted it before the show started, Al. You're not paying it. Don't be making faces. I can see you, bitch.
Oh, you too. I love these guys.
Yeah, I think you're awesome.
It's a flock of wah-wahs.
Was that the one that you wanted to hear?
Yeah, I was still listening to it.
I'm downloading it. I haven't downloaded it yet. We need to download it. We need to put it into the queue, and then we can all listen to it. How's that? So,
well, yeah.
We go here, we go there, and you guys can talk while I'm doing this. Oh, and then it just started. So pick a subject. How about a contest? And then we'll listen to this song when we come back. So let's talk about the contest, since that's why we're here today.
All right.
So it's going to be a tray and some rolling papers.
He's making faces at me. All right.
Hey, why is it that you got your cameras turned off, you guys? Like, that's hardly fair.
Because we're not stupid enough to put a camera on. This is radio, not video. And now it's come down to being a contest between me and Lenny who will cave first, and that isn't going to happen. So,
come on, Lenny, come to the dark side.
I am. I'm always in the dark. Let me see. Let me do it. I'll let Marcel win.
Did you forget to turn your light on again?
You
Lenny?
Go ahead, Lenny, because I don't have a camera. Oh, Lenny is in the dark. Oh, Lenny's laying in bed.
I'm on my couch in the dark.
Oh, looks like you're laying.
Oh, there he is.
Looks like you're laying right back, dude.
I am. I'm lying down.
See, so I told you I'd get him turn it on, Darcy.
God damn. Lenny, why'd you cave in on me?
Yeah, could you really see me?
Okay, concentrate,
Yes.
guys. Concentrate, okay? Contest.
Yes.
Contest.
We have a question.
Okay.
Lenny has a really good question.
Okay.
What
So-
question do I have?
Oh, dude.
He has to
I
look.
thought you were
He
in-
has to look for it now.
The one that
I can't
Al
remember.
couldn't answer.
I can't even remember what I sent earlier.
All right, I know the question.
Okay, go for it. I forget what it was.
But do we want to do the question now or we want to do the question later?
No, do it now, and then that gives people a while to catch up because you know they got to come in and say hello in the chat room.
Hello.
420radio.ca or lifestyleradio.ca or lifestyleradio.net. Pick one. Come on in. You'll end up at the same fucking place.
The door is open.
The door is open.
Yeah.
Come on in.
We'll
Wipe
wait
your
for a few
feet
more people to come
and
in.
make sure you wash your hands before you sit down.
Put on something pretty and get a drink. Roll a doobie. Sit down.
Don't talk like that. Jeez.
Getting them all excited, man.
Holy.
This Liberty Haze is pretty good.
Do you like it?
I was just going to
Yeah.
say, what's everybody smoking while we're still trying to figure out the contest?
Oh, I've got the contest figured out. We're just going to wait for a few more people to come in the chat room. So we'll do the question after the song.
Ooh,
How's
look,
that?
there's people coming.
I know. That's why I said we'll do it after the song.
We have two
Let a few
talkative
more
guests.
people get in there.
Two of them.
I saw that too. That makes it confusing. When they both have the same name.
Well, they each have different guest numbers, though.
I know, but they still have the same name. Oh, what's that, Darcy? Oh, that's
There's
Durban
what I'm
Poison.
smoking. Nope.
That's not Durban Poison.
No.
No, that's not Durban Poison.
What is
That's
it?
platinum
Back-
gelato.
Pull your camera back a bit. Yeah, you didn't grow that.
No, I didn't.
Nice friend.
I didn't mean it that way.
I only grew 2 strains. Now in there I got 6, but I only grew 2 strains.
Oh, okay.
I would like to give Darcy's Durban some props though. That was some pretty good shit.
And that's what I'm smoking next, but holy jeez, I get a pretty good buzz off this Liberty Haze, and that's not...
Okay, contest, guys.
me.
Contest.
We know the contest. Do the contest after the song, Al. After
All
the
right.
song. We're waiting for you to download the song, Al. You're not paying attention
I've
to the
already
conversation.
downloaded
Meanwhile,
the song.
Hillary is telling us that she's smoking Northern Lights number 5
Is she?
in the chat room.
Awesome.
So hey, maybe she's sharing it in the chat room.
I'm going to say the neighbor's smoking Bubba Kush.
No, he's smoking Keef.
No, he's smoking Durban too.
No, he said he enjoyed the Durban, so he's not smoking it now, but now he's smoking Keef.
Oh.
Wow, that's an annoying sound.
He should try some bubble hash.
He should.
He may have got that today.
I did that earlier, and then I went to Superstore.
How was it?
Don't do bubble hash and go to Superstore.
Been there.
You know, they got
done that.
fucking... They got arrows on the floor to tell you which direction you go, and they get really dirty looks when you go the wrong fucking way.
They get confusing too.
What do you got,
Oh,
Vader?
up there.
Is that Vader Kush?
This is Violator
Oh,
Kush.
Violator.
Bubblegum Diesel.
Ooh.
Wedding Cake.
That'd be good.
I have ice cream cake.
And some Blaze.
Blaze. So now that we know everybody's smoking, we're going to take a break and listen to this Cheech and Chong. This is the as everybody gets their rolling equipment out. Are you rolling with Gizeh? Gizeh?
I am.
Are you? Come on. And if you're not, just say you are.
I saw what Darcy's rolling with. Darcy hid his papers.
Nice. We got to fix that.
Darcy's got a pack of Remo papers, and he just hid them.
All right, so we will be right back. This is the 420 Radio Show. We're here Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at lifestyleradio.ca. Come on in the chat room and join our little contest. Maybe you'll win something.
Yeah, I think these cameras are awesome.
John, and you're listening to Lifestyle Radio. What is it? Lifestyle Radio. Say it one more time. 420 Radio? Ooh. Hang up and try again.
We are back. This is the 420 Radio Show.
You forgot where we were, didn't you?
No, I'm trying to do 50 things at once, and then I looked over and I see two people rolling doobies.
Right. We were doing it the whole time. Where were you looking?
I was looking at the other computer over there. So we are live here with Kirk from Gizeh Rolling Papers.
Hello.
And we're talking like some really cool shit. I didn't realize how intricate you can be with different papers, different weights, different moisture contents, all that shit. It's pretty scientific when you come right down to it.
It's really about burning qualities.
And everything is science.
Yeah, you don't want your joint to run.
Science.
And nothing's worse. Nothing worse is lighting up your joint and then it running.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so funny you bring that up. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go right ahead.
That's one of my helpful hints. So if your joint runs, you need to move to a slower burning paper.
That
So
makes sense.
a slower paper would be a thicker paper, or it's a different.
Well, actually, excuse me. Let me rephrase that. If your joint burns unevenly, move to a faster burning paper. My apologies, because the paper's not burning as fast as your cannabis.
Okay.
So if you end up with a big cone, move to a slower burning paper.
And
How
do you gear a slower versus a faster paper? Is it a thicker? Is it different kind of paper? Is it different moisture content?
The faster papers are a little bit thicker, for sure.
Thicker or thinner? Thicker?
The faster burning papers are thinner.
Okay.
Thinner. Okay.
The slower burning ones are thicker. Did I say that backwards?
Yeah. The first time, I think you did, yes.
Good job.
Because you had me all fucked up.
And me too. That's why I had to ask.
And I got the cheat notes right in front of me.
That makes it even better.
Goodness. Yeah, so change your paper. I was gonna make sure you get some of those Gizeh.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, I'll make sure we get some.
I will. And
keep the chart handy.
So, speaking of giving, we're going to give some stuff away. This time, we're going to give away 5 packs of each of the kind. Well, we got 4 different kinds of papers here. We got the thin. We'll do colors here. We got the green, the red, the blue, and then we've got the extra thin, extra fine. And the extra fines are the 1 1/4 papers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and that's what I'm using right now. And that's a hemp paper, yes?
Correct.
The extra fine. Not rice.
Yes. Not rice. 100% certified organic hemp, to be exact.
And it's burning, as you can see, it's burning nice. Oh, where's my camera? There's my camera. It's burning really nice. I mean, my biggest pet peeve is, you take the time to sculpt this joint and do it all, and then you get there and you go, and the fucking thing doesn't stick.
No, what I hate is these blunts. You got to lick them till you're slobbering like a dog on them for them to stick.
Isn't that what Al just said?
Yes, but he's talking about a paper.
Well,
I'm talking about
I was going someplace with it. But thanks, Darcy.
Sorry, Al.
You both have dogs, just let your dogs lick the papers.
I learned this, I think, probably the first time you were on the show, that the acid in your tongue can have something to do with the way your paper sticks. Because if you have a high acid content in your saliva, the glue doesn't activate the way it's supposed to.
Right. We've determined that sugar-based or starch-based glue are pretty much neutralized by the acidic of if somebody's acidic, versus the Arabic gum that's used in these papers. And that's why so many. Sorry.
What? I was going to say, what were you saying there, Lenny?
I said usually when I had acid on my tongue, I would get trails in about an hour or so.
Studying, you must have just had a lot of fun trying different medicines.
No comment. I was 16, man.
I was long before pharmacology.
That was long before pharmacy.
Probably piqued the interest, though.
Yeah, so contest.
All right, contest. It's a simple contest. And all you have to do is answer in the chat room. So if you're listening, get your ass to the chat room, because if you don't type the answer, you're not going to win.
I can make the question harder, Marcel. I'll let you do it, but we can actually reverse engineer the question a different way.
No, I'll do it the way you had, but I'm just going to use different numbers than what you had.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So if you had an extract, such as oil or hash or whatever, and it was tested at 63% THC, how many milligrams of THC would there be in 1 gram? That's the question.
There she's laughing.
Okay, now, would you do me a favor and post that in the chat room?
Yeah.
And also repeat that.
Do you need the Pythagorean theorem?
And then whisper the answer in my ear.
Yeah.
And if nobody wins it today, we'll continue it, yes?
If nobody wins it, it's shameful.
I'm going to type it out, and then you guys keep talking, and then I'll read it back.
All right. So, what time is it? It's 7:15, 8:15, quarter to something.
8:45 on the East Coast.
Darcy, what's in the jar, buddy?
That's my my Fire OG. Yeah. It smells so nice, Al. That's Fire OG.
And you're putting it in front of your camera eye?
So you can see it.
He's shy.
Smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision. Yeah, that's what it is.
So just so you can see it, Al.
Now it feels like I am on acid. I see these giant hands around these giant buds on this jar.
Nice.
Oh, wait.
Fuck Al. That's awesome. Dale.
Make it go down the stairs.
So, here's your question again. If you have an extract such as hash or oil that is tested at 63% THC, how many milligrams of THC is in 1 gram?
Now, I should have downloaded that song that you hear on the game show, the Jeopardy song.
Jeopardy?
Yep.
Do 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 do. Let me know when to stop.
No.
Okay.
Somebody's typing an answer, I think.
Uh-oh.
It's pretty easy, guys.
All right.
Well, don't say it on the air.
I'm not saying the answer.
All right.
No, I'm waiting for the right answer.
So,
that first one is not a right answer.
Come on in the chat room if you're wondering what we're talking about. www.420radio.ca, and the question, we're in our listeners lounge, and the question is in there. Come on in and answer the question and win a prize. It's going to be some papers and a rolling tray, and some of these packs, the moisture packs. And
some RH Stay Fresh.
RH Stay Fresh.
To keep your goods fresh.
It says on the package here, eliminates the risk of leakage. Enjoy up to 4 months of RH storage, natural plant-based solution, simple fast activation, dual lab tested and certified to be safe for all tobacco and herb-related products. This is
so, my question on that is, does that regulate the humidity, both by increasing if needed and decreasing?
Yes, it does.
Oh, cool. So it's like the Integra or the...
It's a two-way.
It's a two-way.
Yeah, it says here it's a two-way. I can't read anything smaller than that.
Yes. And it's cutting-edge technology.
It looks like the Integra one.
So we're going to throw one of these in there. And, there's some answers in the chat room. And evidently they're not right yet.
Well, I didn't say that. Now I'm just waiting to see if there's any other answers.
Well, we're not going to just give it away right away. We're going to wait. And the first person, though, in the list here that gives the right answer in the chat room, I guess will be the winner, yeah?
Sure.
Okay.
I already knew she was going to win.
Well, I just gave it away.
Yeah, I did.
So we've already got a winner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
This isn't the first time that Hillary's won a couple of things.
Now, I'm waiting for Al's answer, Darcy's answer.
Well,
And
they're
Kirk's.
gonna read her fucking answer in the chat room.
You know what?
I
dude?
already knew.
I'll be
I
totally
knew it was
answered.
6:30, Marcel.
I can't
I
even
work with
grasp
you.
the question. So, yeah.
I work with Marcel, so I have to know them questions.
Yes, but you see, he felt that you would not know the answer either. He said Darcy and Al. Now, I
said
don't
we
know
have
the
to wait.
answer.
I said we had to wait and see what Darcy and Al answered.
That's right. She won a Shatterizer almost 3 years ago.
Now she won a bunch of papers too.
Yes. Yes.
So I guess we should tell Kirk what the answer is. So Kirk, if you have a 63% solution,
Yes.
from your test, then your percent or your amount of milligrams per gram would be 630.
So
Awesome.
technically, it's her boy toy that got it, not her.
No. He put 0.63 milligrams per
Okay,
gram.
so that's not right.
That would be some weak ass hash.
Okay.
That would.
All right. So,
It might be oregano
congratulations.
powder.
I'll talk to Hillary after the show about how to get that stuff to her. And next week we'll do another one. Or, if you guys, we're only an hour into the show. We can do another one.
Gross.
We could always do another one.
Yeah.
Let's do another one.
What's gross?
Ooh, don't buy tropical Juicy J hemp wraps. They smell like a dirty dog. Oh, they do.
We won't be we won't be reviewing their papers anytime soon.
No, I like their blueberry and their cherry.
Let me ask you a question.
Their grape is really good.
Do you have
Yeah.
flavored papers yet? Or are you going to have flavored papers?
Never.
Never. Why?
The
Great
only
fucking
flavor you're gonna get is what you put in it.
Great fucking answer. Love
Yes,
it.
that is an awesome answer.
Why mess with 100 years of what works?
I have to admit, I don't mind now and then a flavored paper. But I like to taste my weed. And you know what?
Hey, Al?
Yeah.
You could just get some flavored lip balm.
Yeah, or I could go get a girlfriend that wears flavored lip balm, and then I could just ask her to kiss me. That'd be more fun.
I didn't want to put you under any pressure.
Yeah, I don't think under any pressure. That's a good friend, Al.
Sorry.
You're
I didn't
welcome.
mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. All right, it's all right.
As you were.
I've got some ice cream cake I'm smoking, and obviously it's working. So, you want to do another one?
Yeah,
Why
would you
not?
want to do a little later in the show?
Yeah, later in the show, and then we can do one every week, and we can do that and give some stuff away.
That'd be great.
And then I'm hoping
There's-
I can find that other bag of stuff that I've got, and then we'll be able to give away. I know that there's tips.
Yeah, that'd
in
be
there,
great.
because you've got tips as well. What are some of the other products that you guys carry? How about that? Do you want to?
You want
to go through that?
We've got. Yeah, sure. We've also got packages with tips included with the hard package, magnetic package, right?
And those are the ones I like. I have one right here. I've got them right here, the green ones. I like them because another pet peeve of mine is when the glue rolls. I hate it. This stops that.
It keeps papers flat.
And it's still usable enough for a scoop. Even with
you can kind of use it like a tray in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you've got some kits as well, I believe, right? Like little rolling rolls goes into a table kind of thing.
Sorry, say that again.
It goes one of the papers things that you have, I believe, has it's like a little rolling thing.
Oh yeah. The paper by the meter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
they're fun.
Just
rolls of it.
How long is the roll?
think it was 15 meters.
Jesus.
That's a lot of papers. You can make some nice long joints out of that, though.
Yeah, you need the extra hand, though.
Wow, my cat's.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
Seaplane just taken off here. Can you hear that?
Yeah. Just
yeah.
slightly.
So we've also got the paper tips by themselves. We've got 4 different kinds of rollers. Plastic one, metal one, which is my favorite, and then plastic 1 1/4, and then the roll box, which you guys have seen at the shows.
I have one somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't figure out how to use it.
Really?
Yeah.
Al, for a technical guy, you're not very technical.
Well, you know. It's my
How are
age.
you at puzzles?
I like puzzles. I would rather play Tetris all day, though.
Oh, right on.
I enjoy Tetris. Well, that's cool. So you got a whole bunch of stuff. It's not just, 4 different kinds of paper.
No. Yeah, no, it's a pretty good line for the products. We're actually Brigham Enterprise out of Toronto is our company rather. I distribute and market primarily the Gizeh products, but we've got we've just brought on RH Stay Fresh. We've got a bunch of we've got a slew of pipes that transverse to the cannabis side, classy stuff. We've got lighters with lifetime over-the-counter exchange warranty. They're jewelry grade.
Any glass bongs?
No bongs, none of that stuff. There's so much of that out there. We'd just be another company with the bongs. We're trying to stay classy.
You're trying to. What the hell are you doing here then?
I'm slumming.
We're pretty classy.
Al. You guys are big guys.
Well, that's cool. I enjoy checking out new gadgets and papers and one of the things that we met at an event, obviously.
Right.
But one of the things I like going to events because you see what's out there. But the last few events, there really hasn't been a lot of that, has there? It's just like corporate or papers and then bongs and or you're looking at like corporate machinery and stuff like that. Way out of the price range for the layman. I mean, you can go out and buy a $14,000 squisher. At one of those things.
Yeah, the more culture type events. I think you're looking more now towards Karma Cup and that sort of thing. Most of these events have just become trade shows, right?
Yep. There are a few new ones around. Tall Grass has had a few,
right?
And I went out to the last one, and it was quite interesting. It's in a horse stable, and there was a lot of them. I think they had like 30 vendors, something like that. I don't remember. I mean, most people know that I used to help at Gunjanistas with our markets, and so I know a lot of those vendors, and it's good to see that they're still out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely things to do.
Well, they've quashed the market, but they haven't stopped it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's evolving kind of as we speak, right?
I'm looking forward to see what happens this year with Karma Cup if it goes off. Unfortunately, Harvest Fest has been canceled, correct?
Marcel?
Yeah.
Marcel?
I might still go out there and invade the Nova Scotian people. I think Marcel fell off of his stool.
Oh.
No, he didn't. He's back. I was looking at Darcy's hash.
Oh.
Yeah. That's my 25 micron bubble hash.
So we were saying that Harvest Fest is canceled, Marcel.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that for sure?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because the amount of work that would still have to be put in, we can't risk it. Like, there's no sense in us doing a whole bunch of stuff if we're not going to be allowed to have it there in July. And
right.
Oh, I get you.
If they turn around in June and say that we can go ahead and use that area, then we won't have enough time to set everything up. So it's easier for us now just to cancel it until next year and make a bigger and better one next year.
Yep. But
it's unfortunate, but it happens.
It happens. Well, this is different. How? Let me ask Kirk. How? I think it's great that you live on a boat. I love that. How are you guys coping? Are you going out and about, and are you getting stopped by authorities when you're out and about? And
well, not really, but we're following the rules and regulations. Like, we're not you can always anchor pretty much anywhere. That's just the way it is. But a lot of the places are where it's shallow enough to anchor are marine parks.
And
so they're all closed. So you can't go on the dock. You can't pick up a mooring. You can't go. You're not supposed to go on land. I mean, we've gone for a dinghy ride down around the corner, and you got to get out and stretch your leg.
Yeah.
We live in 300 square feet,
Yeah.
so it's kind of a different thing out here. It is a way of life, so it kind of fits into what's going on. But we're stocking pretty heavy on groceries for about 3 weeks in between going shopping, and we do notice a marked change every time we go on land. First, it was people were apprehensive in the grocery store. A few weeks go by, we go and it's lineups, and now next time it's plexiglass in front of the teller. So it's been nice to be isolated, but it's kind of alarming to watch how things are changing. And it kind of seems like we're not done with being told what we can't do yet.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think that they're going to tighten our belts a little bit more as time goes on. And then, but I'm seeing more people out on the streets walking around than I have in a long time. And wrong or right, it's your choice what you do. But I mean, do I like the fact that I can't even take my dog to the dog park? I don't like that. They've got it padlocked. Every single dog park in the city of Toronto, they've put a padlock on them. The blossoms are blooming in High Park, and so they've had to have police officers at all the entrances telling people to go away. They are finding people. Are they finding people there?
Yes, they are down here too.
I haven't heard of it yet, but they're certainly saying they're going to. This morning at 9 o'clock, the Harbor Patrol was out here, and they were going from boat to boat. I didn't stick my head out because I was on a phone call, but I don't know. I don't know if they're just telling us we can't go onto the land at Newcastle Park here, or what the scoop is. I'm in Nanaimo Harbor right now, by the way.
I've never been out there. I've never been out to out west. I've always gone out east.
Well, pack a heavy bag because a lot of people come here for a visit and stay forever. So.
Darcy, what are
it's
you
pretty
eating?
pretty.
I've been on both coasts, and I came back to the East Coast.
Right.
What was that, Al?
What are you eating?
The wife bought me an eclair.
Oh, an eclair. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, guys,
That's
I got
great.
a question
He's going
for
to
you.
sit there and eat that in front of us, too, isn't he?
Off cuff question for you, Marcel.
Yeah.
Why, when you're really, really stoned and then you eat, does your buzz dissipate? What's the reasoning behind that?
There's very likely a very scientific reason, but I've noticed the same thing, that if you're really high, a good way to bring you down quick is to go eat a big meal.
Yeah.
Just to eat. Yeah.
And it's very likely just because you're flushing that much more blood through your system that doesn't have cannabinoids in it. Maybe the pharmacist can answer that
I was
question.
just going to say, Lenny.
I'm thinking.
Pardon?
Thinking. I thought I smelled
I'm
something
thinking.
burning.
Yeah, or would it be just the metabolism?
I'm
Because
gonna
you're
think
going to
it-
be increasing.
I'm going to
you're
think
gonna-
it's more of a neurotransmitter dopamine shit going on in the brain from the food. Because usually when you're eating when you're high, it's some sort of craving.
Yeah.
So you're probably eating fucking McDonald's or pizza or something.
Well, it's
stupid
usually
like that.
it's usually high sugar or high fat food.
Yeah. So,
I was gonna say I blame fatty acids.
so there's probably something going on that you're fucking getting your dopamine line in your brain. You're eating that great nasty food. Now I got the munchies. And probably just kind of
That makes sense, because when you eat a mango, and I like to eat apples when I'm smoking. I just like the flavor. I also like a glass of milk, which I can't have anymore, with an Export A cigarette. But anyways, mangoes, chocolate. There's other things that will help the reaction of cannabis, correct?
Yeah. Chocolate because of the fats. Mangoes because of the terpenes and flavonoids in mangoes. Something triggers the CB1 receptors. So you tend to get higher off of mangoes.
But I'm surprised that you guys don't know the actual answer as to why we stop getting stoned when we eat. I'm surprised, actually.
It's a hard one to
I'm
answer.
gonna research it now. No one's ever asked me before.
I'm surprised. Isn't it? It sounds like something that, because I absolutely, you go to a friend's place, let's get really stoned, man, and then have dinner. And I'm like, well, why don't we have dinner first and then get really stoned? Because my bud's going to dissipate.
Again, here's my theory. I'm a very keep it simple, stupid type of guy as far as science goes.
Okay.
Whenever I think of cannabis and the cannabinoids, I just think turn off. What they do is they turn shit off, right?
Yeah.
So I think what's going on with the munchies and the big meal is you're getting that rush of norepinephrine, dopamine. It's almost like you're turning everything back on, which is counteracting the CB1 stuff. That's my theory. Someone who actually fucking knows, please tell me. But that's my basic theory without looking.
You should have a government-funded funded study. I say he should get a government-funded study. Whew, that was hard to say.
Was that a good joint?
I got answers. I went and got
dyslexia.
answers.
Okay, good.
Okay, so the answers is...
Drum roll.
Oh, we Google all the time on the show.
And Google's always right.
Cannabis. Yeah, this is from Quora. So, cannabis is best used on an empty stomach. If you're looking to get high, and if you're going to eat anything after you use it, higher fat content foods will help you keep your buzz a bit longer and might even improve your buzz, so long as you don't pig right out. A direct and often unwanted effect of many strains of cannabis. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that one. What else have we got here? Does eating food make you less high? You should high. Exploring the truth. All right, let's see what these guys say. Science behind the munchies, science behind food and cannabis. Mixing regular food with edibles to actually get you higher.
Probably half it's going to be about edibles, probably, Marcel, that you're reading.
Yeah, I think so. When the munchies rise, you simply can't resist, and scientists are beginning to realize why. The brain and body are filled with their own endocannabinoids, much like phytocannabinoids found in the marijuana plant. The ECS is responsible for keeping the body in equilibrium, regulating mood, sleep, appetite, and so much more. Neural network, yada, yada, yada. Normally when we eat food, our brain is told that it's no longer hungry, and this in turn minimizes any feelings of starvation. Somehow, when marijuana is consumed, certain cannabinoids, such as THC, convince the body that it is hungry, even if you just ate. This then creates what we call the munchies, and explains why you can't stay away from your kitchen every time you smoke that super appetite.
Never had that happen.
Strain.
Oh, I got our next question. Marcel just made me think of a nice question.
Here you go. In order to fully understand the effect food has on your high, you'll have to understand why your body wants to eat in the first place. It's because you get hungry. But they're not telling me if it gets rid of your high. So, but on a lighter note, foods that will actually get you higher: mango, fruit, chocolate, green tea, and black tea.
Really?
And those, yeah, green tea and black tea,
black
chocolate,
tea in the
mango,
cupboard.
fruit.
That's why I like chocolate so much, I guess.
I love I have one of the things I kept from my mom's apartment was her Keurig. And I love it because I have a little empty basket, and I put a tea bag in, and then a nug, and then some mushrooms, and then I turn it on, and then I come back 5 minutes later, and no.
Science shows that mangoes also possess terpenes, the same compounds that alter the way your cannabis smells and tastes. Among the numerous terpenes in mango is one called myrcene. This element is said to not only extend the length of your buzz, but to also speed up its onset by assisting the cannabinoids found in cannabis through the blood-brain barrier, causing your brain to recognize the presence of the cannabinoids quicker and react. If you'd like to taste this pleasant pairing, 2-in-1, the mango salsa should do the trick. Oh yeah, it's really good too.
It is good. Mango salsa.
Did you hear the Speaking Moistly song, Kirk?
Yes.
I thought that was hilarious.
Speaking moistly.
Speaking moistly.
He's stuck with that forever.
Oh God, yes. So let's listen to another song. All right. And then when we come back, Darcy will talk some gross stuff, I'm sure. We'll talk with Kirk some more. And
there's a question in the chat room about gross stuff. I haven't answered because I'm going to let Darcy answer it.
And we'll let Darcy answer that, and then we'll have maybe a little contest before the end of the show. But Darcy, I got a song that I know that you're going to like because I know you're going to like the band. And it's an amazing rendition of The Sound of Silence by Disturbed.
Oh, it's an amazing one. I love that.
I don't mind Disturbed.
So this is I heard this and it just, wow. So enjoy this. This is the 420 Radio Show. We are live at 420radio.ca, blah, 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 blah.
What's up, Doc?
You're listening to the randomness that is 420radio.ca. Sorry, that's 420radio.ca. Powered by ADHD and fueled by cannabis.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound
these dreams I walked alone. Narrow streets of cobblestone. Neath the halo of a street lamp, I turned my collar to the cold and damp. When my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs and voices never shared. And no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And the sign flashed out its warning, and the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls, in tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence.
We are back, and this is 420 Radio Show. And
Of course you are, Marcel.
What?
Of course
I
I
said-
am what?
What did Marcel do?
Gonna ask you better research quick. I'm gonna ask you on the air.
Yeah.
Oh, they're talking in the chat room.
You shouldn't even be talking to me. You should be researching that
You
answer,
should be
buddy,
researching. Research it.
because it's coming soon. I
So
was just reading something on Facebook about outdoor cannabis approvals grow in Canada, and COVID-19 is not expected to delay planting.
well, I would hope not. But okay, so they're going to allow people to plant their plants, but you can not allowed to plant fruit and vegetables.
Who said that?
I've been in several stores, and they've got all the fruits and vegetable seeds everywhere, all covered up. You're not allowed to buy them.
Why?
Why not?
I don't know why.
I don't know. I've been lots of places and saw lots of seeds.
Well, maybe it's something down in the States. I don't know. It's fucking weird, man. Like I've
Oh, I know what it is. They're just lazy, and they don't want to have to clean all those packages of seeds because people go rooting through them.
Oh, maybe that like buns. Like you go
Like
to
a
the store
bulk
now.
bins.
Yeah, you go
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
store now, and you got to go to the bakery like you used to get the buns. They're not just out in a bin.
Mm.
Yeah,
I like that
Yeah.
better, actually.
I do too.
Yeah.
They're fresher. So it's a
Yeah.
new it's a new world we're in, unfortunately.
And it's not over yet.
True.
And it's not going to be over until everybody gets a vaccine.
Bullshit.
That's what the Prime Minister said. He says that it won't be over until everybody has a vaccine.
Until the vaccine is ready.
And they can prove that they had the vaccination.
Did he say that?
Yep.
Trudeau said that.
Yep.
Trudeau just going to get himself unelected real fucking fast.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
don't
different.
have to have an election if you invoke martial law.
Ah. Huh. Have they done that? Canada-wide?
No. Martial law?
Yeah.
No.
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 We have military
we
around.
don't want them to do that.
How do you guys got
Yeah, you guys
military
got a
out
lot.
there?
Not really.
No.
Not like they do in, like, we don't have staging here like they did in Borden, I don't think.
Yeah, they've come into the city here in Toronto as well. Right? They're probably setting up stuff over in Downsview at the Downsview base there. You know.
No, I thought everything was being set up in Borden.
Well, it is, but I'm sure that they have stuff going on there as well. I mean, it's still an active base, even though it's a park.
Oh yeah. Well, and you know, Mr. Trudeau was nice enough to offer full-time pay to the reservists, so
to come in and help.
Yeah, come work. For when we invoke martial law, you'll be the front line.
Do you think it's going to come to that?
No.
I'm not going to answer because I can't tell either way.
I just heard geese flying by you.
Yeah.
I just heard geese.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
I can't. I can't answer that because I don't know. Because it could go either way. It's just going to depend on how people react and how the government reacts. And right now, it's anybody's game.
Yeah. If I said what I really think, I'd sound like a quack.
Go ahead, tell us.
Go ahead.
Nope.
I'm curious.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure I can top you.
Yeah, I think it's. I think what this thing is a serious health thing, but I think it's also stage setting for
other things to happen.
Other things, yeah. That's all I have to say about that.
All right, let's hear your take.
Who?
Lenny.
My take is it's a serious disease. It's a legitimate disease, but I don't think we're actually approaching it correctly. You can't wait for a vaccine. It's just going to mutate. You can't predict it, so that's horseshit. Isolation, I think it should be voluntary. By all means, close the schools, close the airports, but this whole why 5 people, this random ass fucking numbers with no science behind it pisses me off. Why people can't walk on a fucking trail pisses me off. It's just insanity.
I think why
and people getting caught up in the fucking social justice world of flattening the curve, you're gonna stop it. Guess what, guys? If we could flatten the curve and stop shit, there would have been no fucking flu virus and pandemics for the last fucking hundreds of years.
I mean, this isn't the first time.
Stop a virus.
This isn't the first time this has happened, and it won't be the last time this has happened. This is just the first time that the whole world has reacted at the same time.
Yeah, but you can't.
Well, no, because
stop
the world reacted like this back during the Spanish flu. The Spanish flu, you've got to think how the Spanish flu was able to spread and kill so many people, and they didn't have airplanes then. Right? So,
they did the right things, like shut the airports down, come home.
Yeah.
Like, I get all that. Stop the travel, stop the schools. I just think they're kind of going too far and using more fear versus logic in some places.
Yeah.
I'm not shitting on them. I think they're just a little too far.
There's a lot of people preying on people out there, though, with what they're saying, unfortunately. And unfortunately, also the attitude of this is what I believe. Fuck you if you don't believe what I believe in. Sucks, quite frankly. I mean, the world is made up of other people who believe in what they believe in. Everybody has an individual. You believe what you want. But using this as an excuse to push people away is silly. And that's what people are doing, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think I said it on here before. They're not taking into account the mental health, the drug abuse,
none of it.
Suicidal risks, the spousal abuse that's going to be caused. Besides the homelessness, the income devastation, I don't think that's being balanced fairly.
They are fining homeless people for being homeless during this whole thing. I mean, yes,
that's just a donkey. Whoever writes a ticket for that's an asshole.
In Hamilton, they've opened up what used to be Cops Coliseum. I can't remember what it's first Canadian place, I think now. And they've opened up the floor there. They have put bunk beds out, spaced accordingly. Blah 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 blah. And they're doing their best, right? But to fine somebody for doing what they've, for whatever reason is going on, it's happening.
Well, I think they could have left it to social gatherings of 10 people. They could have let people have their Easter dinners.
But people have abused that. Like, they've locked all of the dog parks.
Yeah.
Okay, like padlocked them because people were going and congregating. I saw a video the other day of there was
but if you want to mandate that someone has to be 2 meters apart, do that. If you see two people too close together,
say something.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but like for example, if the dog park was on and there's too many people in there, you guys can't be there. You're too late. Anyway, whatever.
I understand.
Just my humble opinion.
I understand that a concert scenario, it's going to be a while since we can go into that scenario again. A crowd
you can't
scenario.
Have the hockey and basketball and all that stuff. I get it. Fair enough. Yep. That's cool.
Like, what are they going to do at Maple Leaf Gardens? Space everybody out every 3 seats? I don't think that would be very profitable.
They're talking about for baseball to let them play ball without fans. Just let them go play ball.
Well, didn't they used to do that? Don't they do that at spring training?
No, there's fans at spring training.
Yes, but it's not big stadiums and shit. It's small.
Some teams like I don't know, they'll get 5,000, 10,000 people in the stadium.
Oh, okay. I don't watch sports, so how the fuck would I know?
Oh yeah, no. That's all. I just wish they'd ease up a little bit. Let people. The weather's getting nicer. We are Canada. Let people get out a little bit more.
Did we lose Darcy?
No, I'm here.
He turned his camera off.
Oh. My phone's charging.
He's doing
I realized
dishes.
It was almost dead. No, actually, I'm just rinsing my glass out.
Where we go from here, who knows?
Well, I want to know what Marcel thinks about all this.
About what?
I think about this whole pandemic, keeping people home. All of a sudden now it's craziness, and people are saying that it's a zombie apocalypse and yada, 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 yada.
It's pretty much a zombie apocalypse.
The
way they're treating it.
Yes.
I look at both sides I look at all sides of the fence. So for me, it's hard. But I look at the conspiracy theorists, and they've got valid points. I look at the ones that basically bash conspiracy theorists, and they have some valid points.
Exactly.
Right? So the problem is which one is true. So my attitude is I'm going to sit back, watch it play out, and see who wins.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
All right.
Be ready to go either way.
Yeah. I mean, preparation is pretty much key to everything. So if you can see what both sides are going to bring, prepare for both sides.
This is the
I
thing.
think-
But to be closed-minded about it isn't going to help anybody. And
No, you can't be closed-minded, and that's the thing. You can't be closed-minded to either side's arguments.
That's what I'm getting at, because you know what? Some people are being so fucking forceful about what they believe that it's not coming out the way it should. I mean, I understand everybody has their own opinion on what's going on. I love the fact that you can listen to all sides of an argument and then choose your own path.
Right. And everybody has that ability, but a lot of people are so narrow-minded that they will only look at one path.
That's right.
And they won't see the other side.
That's right.
And the other side may be rather enlightening to them if they're just willing to take a look. So, I mean, there's so many different things that are being said, but things are playing out pretty much the way they said they would play out. So it's just a matter of time to see which way it's going to go.
We've got another month at least sitting on our asses at home.
You got another 2 to 3 months sitting on your asses at home, dude.
You think that it's going to be
got
longer
about
than
till
that?
August. I think it's August.
You could have 2 to 3 months of sitting home, and then you could find yourself with a choice. And that's, do you revolt or do you bend over and take it?
Well, the revolting's already starting.
That's gonna happen either way.
That's right, but it's also
There's always
causing
gonna be
issues.
Right.
You know, I mean,
But
you
why
get
revolt
you get
when you don't know what it's
150
going to
people congregating in a home having a party. That's a little, you know. I understand the need, the want, but come on now, wait a couple of months at least. You know.
No, but that's what I was getting at, Al. That you're going to have that stuff if they just ease up a little bit. As I said, a big difference would have been allowing families, like immediate families, to have their Easter dinner, or if a couple of families of 4 would like to feel safe and want to get together with their children and have some social time on a weekend.
Not
Let
to
it
be a
go.
dick, but you know, when I heard Justin did what he did with his family, jumping on a plane, and Sheer did the same thing to go and spend Easter weekend with their family, and yet he's on the TV every day telling people to stay at home, and yet they're out flying around and going here and there. I think that was a huge kick in the face to Canada. That's just my personal
I admit
opinion.
is rude. That I admit it was extremely rude on his part, and he should be
Telling
held
us to
accountable
stay
for it.
home, telling us to stay home, and then going out and celebrating something that for many people is very, very, very important. And I'm talking about not just Easter. I'm talking about Passover as well.
Right.
Oh,
But here's
So here's the other side of that argument. All right, we have everybody's all upset about having to stay home and stay off the roads and things like that. But the other side of the argument is the hospitals expected to be overwhelmed with COVID cases because that's what the government kept telling them. They're already short-staffed because of this, with people being out. They don't want to have to deal with an onslaught of traffic accidents because everybody's out on the highways.
How many traffic accidents they get a fucking day that they're that flooded?
In a place like Toronto, a shit ton. Because it's not just here. If they opened it up for one, they'd have to open it up for everybody. So that's what their argument is that it's an increase on resources, such as first responders and such, that should be in this big devastating quandary over COVID, but seasonal flu dropped off completely. We no longer have people dying from seasonal flu.
I'm looking at an article.
Yeah, can you believe that?
That is
No,
dated.
I just believe they just converted all the deaths to COVID. Makes
Marcel,
it look way worse.
I'm looking at an article that I just saw. It's from today, this afternoon. It says New Brunswick announces no new cases for 2 days now in a row.
PEI is like 3 days or something.
Well, so that's a good thing.
It is. It's a great thing.
You know,
but if they open up PEI, they've had new cases. They open up PEI and allow people to go back to freely travel and stuff. How long do you think it's going to be before they get another case?
Well, you know what? They're experiencing that in out west right now. They explicitly asked for people not to hit the island and bring their camping stuff and things like that.
And they did.
And it just, I mean, they got overwhelmed. I mean, there were hours and hours of lineups. I'm sure that's a regular thing at this time of year. But for the ferries were like overpacked.
They actually have very few ferries running. So, if you look at that on the news with the, from what they showed you, it looked horrendous. But the fact was that there's only a couple ferries running compared to, dozens of sailings a day.
So in your opinion, do you think that the way that, because here in Ontario, we see long lineups, ferries packed, camping grounds just packed to the fucking tilts. That's what we see pictures of. That's what we hear. So it's really not that.
Right.
So they're the mainstream media is going after readers.
Yeah. Who's camping?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a little different out here.
Victoria, it is.
No, but you know what? They're in the provincial parks. The park rangers are kicking you out of the park and or fining you if you're a dick. All the municipal parks are closed, so bylaw is, they've taped off play equipment and locked up dog parks, like Al was saying.
Yeah, like I said, they've locked up all our dog parks here in Toronto.
Yeah, but some of it makes sense. Like closing playground equipment totally makes sense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? There's lots of things that make total sense.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: the rest of the country now is allowed to go fishing again, but Nova Scotia's not.
Yeah, that one pissed me off a lot because fishing, you're pretty socially isolated.
Yeah, I don't think I can ever remember seeing more than 2 or 3 people in a bunch going fishing.
Yeah, but you would never see 2 fishermen standing side by side fishing.
Yeah,
not around here.
You'd be a pole apart, anyways.
Yeah,
which is 6 feet.
Yeah,
more.
But then they say in Marcel in Nova Scotia, your argument, well, we don't want people driving because of car accidents. It's like, I'm sorry, I drive to work every day. There's a shit ton of cars out there, people. It doesn't stop. So, I just
and they were worried, and they were saying they were worried about people flooding to places like Walmart and Canadian Tire and mauling all over fishing gear and stuff. And
but you don't do that. That's up to Walmart.
No, you don't.
Walmart's got
the lineups at Walmart were crazy today.
Yeah. And guess what? Walmart should be fine, and people line up should be fine if you're getting closer to that 2 meters.
Yeah.
That's what the police should be doing.
Yeah.
That's what they should be doing.
Find the customer.
There was a rather
social distancing.
Crazy.
I'm great
There
with.
was a crazy lineup at Costco in Thorncliffe when I went by. And I mean, like, crazy meaning it was winding through the parking lot crazy. And it very few people were less than 2 or 3 feet apart. I mean, it was actually not social anything really, or distancing anything. It was
and you know what? The police should go there and find fucking Costco, and they should find every person in that.
Yeah.
That's how you teach it. Like I agree 1,000% the 2 meters, the 6 feet, do it. But
throw some tickets. It's like seatbelt season in the spring.
Yep.
Hitting everybody with the seatbelts. It's like now everybody's wearing their seatbelts.
But if people can be socially interacting and maintain that 6 meters apart, or 6 feet, pardon me, what's the harm?
Did you see the video of a bunch of ladies? They put their cars in a wagon kind of configuration, and they cranked up their stereos, and they were dancing. They were all a car length apart, and the police came across them and filmed some video, and just left it at that. They were practicing pretty much social distancing, but they were dancing. I thought that was kind of cool. Actually,
But that's what you should do. They're not hurting anyone. Let them go.
there are drive-in theaters that are getting ready to open up. They'll just space the cars out 2 apart instead of 1.
That makes sense.
Yep. And I'm all for it. I'm waiting for it, man. I'll go. There'll be campgrounds are hopefully going to be opening at some point. Maybe not the provincial or the federal ones.
The drive-in theater's going to do every second car.
Yep.
Does that mean they're going to double the price?
Maybe.
They might, Marcel.
I would think they would.
Maybe.
I mean, what is a drive-in theater? Is it the same place, same as a regular theater?
I don't know. It's been so long since I've been to one.
Me too. I've never been to one in like forever.
Really, a drive-in theater is you're usually
that's over in
3 feet apart from each other, and you turn the stuff on the stereo, and you sit there in your car. When I go, I sit outside. I don't like to sit in the car. I crank up.
That's why they're not going to let you go.
Of course, yes.
So they're not going to let you go.
No, but that they're
You can sit outside. You're still 6 feet apart.
Yeah, exactly. What they're trying to come up with to get through this is kind of cool on some levels. You know.
Yeah.
Well, they were saying
I want to go fishing.
I want to go fishing too, Marcel. Actually, fishing, and I was going to just say fuck it tomorrow and go, but I don't want to risk taking that fine because I don't want to. Well, I don't want to escalate $1,000 fine into me punching a cop or punching a game warden in the teeth because I think that's worth $1,000 punching him in the teeth. I don't think it's worth $1,000 to go fishing.
No.
So, right? But
if you punch him in the teeth, you're going to get a lot more than that $1,000 fine.
That's going to be your lowest issue.
This is my issue. Right? Because you're assaulting an officer.
Did you answer your question yet from the chat room, Darcy?
Kind of, but not really.
So why don't you do that?
I have been researching it.
No, we got a contest question first.
Okay, so let's do that. Because we're getting, got 50 minutes left, so we want to give people enough time to answer the question, right? Before we.
Lenny's got a good contest question because it goes back to that whole talk that we had about the munchies and getting rid of your high from eating food.
Okay, shoot.
Give her, Lenny.
All right. This may not be the only one, but it's the most famous one. Which cannabinoid or phytocannabinoid is known to suppress appetite?
See? Good question. I'm going to have to type it.
God, I don't...
Hey, Google. You can use the acronym. You don't have to say the whole fucking chemical name.
And come on, neighbor, you should know this one because I told you this before.
You can Google it, man.
And I told him this before.
They probably will.
As I sit here and stare at the chat room.
There's only 2 strains out there that I know right now that have that phytocannabinoid in it.
Shut up, Darcy.
I'm not giving it away, though.
It's not a hard question, but don't be trying to give it away. Don't be trying. He doesn't even want to play. Oh, but he did play. And he won. And Hillary is right behind him.
I got a quick anecdotal story about that cannabinoid, too.
Go ahead.
Go ahead now that it's been answered.
Has it been answered?
Yeah.
So, in the 80s and 90s...
Now that it's been answered, let's tell people what it is first.
No. I want to hear the anecdotal story.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, this is from the pharma world. It's not really anecdotal. It's a bad word, but in the 80s and 90s, they tried to create a drug that mimicked this cannabinoid. And they did. It was called Rimonabant. And it was released in Europe. And it did make people lose weight and suppress their appetite. But do you know why they took it off the market?
Cause cancer?
Nope. Because everybody got depressed and suicidal.
That's a good reason to take it off.
You know what that? It basically blocked the CB1 receptor so much it stopped the appetite, but it ruined everyone's mood and made them all suicidal.
Angry
that
weed.
Would not be good.
I would call that angry weed, like White Widow is for me.
Well, it was a drug. It's technically a drug, but that's what
it's a drug. but
they
it
were
would
trying
mimic
to
that.
mimic THCV.
Oh.
So I
What do you
wonder.
call that?
Yeah, I mean, yes, as Lenny said, the compound is THCV, but I'm wondering if you were taking that medication as a weight loss, but smoking a high THC strain.
It's
That would
back to the
offset
whole
crap.
entourage. If again, that's what they're. It was just pure block.
Yeah.
Wasn't with all the other cannabinoids. So if you did have a strain or an oil that was high in THCV, but still had THC and CBD and all the other cannabinoids and terpenes, it's probably a pretty darn good medicine.
Doug's Varian. Doug's Varian is the strain, Lenny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Doug's Varian. Yeah, I think I said that right. I hope so.
Say it one more time. Come on, Doug.
Anyways,
Doug's Varian.
the talkative guest, which is actually the neighbor, was the winner. So Darcy's neighbor won. And THC, he says THCV is why he's a happy motherfucker. So, whatever that means, I don't know.
I just think it's because all the he gets all my downdraft.
I don't get munchies anymore. I mean, that stopped years ago for me.
It depends on the strain, but generally, I don't feel that munchy feeling very often anymore. No.
I find if I'm using the one strain regularly, I don't get munchies, but when I switch strains, they come back.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what I find for myself, yeah.
It's the switcheroo. It's that old
So what's your
switcheroo.
So what's your go-to, Letty, when you do get the munchies?
Whatever the fuck's in front of me.
Whatever's in front of me.
Honestly, pizza's the winner always.
I was gonna say maybe is it pizza because that's what it was in Toronto the last 2 times.
Oh my god, I could have ate 4 fucking pizzas that night.
That lunch we had was really good. I was pissed that you guys went to fucking Wahlburgers without me, though.
That was after the ball game.
I know. You didn't eat in the ball game?
Yes.
No, we just drank beer at the ball. I drank beer at the ball game. Somebody just kept passing me beer all the time. So,
wow.
I mean, who's going to argue free beer?
So, Kirk.
Yes.
Why don't you give your guys a plug, including the guys who you work for, and blah 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 blah.
I like to know where one can procure Gizeh papers.
Well,
hopefully when Al sends them to us.
Yeah, I was going to send you some, and you send me a message of the neighborhood you live in, and I'll try and point you to a store nearby.
Oh, it's easy. Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Smoker's Corner, that's our only store in our town.
I was going to say...
I got stores between there and there, but I think I've only seen 1 or 2 stores that ever have Gizeh papers.
Yeah, but Kirk can also promote online shopping as well.
Do you do online shopping?
We don't have a website ourselves. I'd point you towards one of our customers, or one of our clients, like PC Smoke Shop. Or you tell me one nearby you. Who do you want to plug?
Hell, I'll put them on our website, buddy. Send me the information.
It's not that. I'm looking more for quantity discount. I go through a lot of joints.
Right.
I mean, a lot of joints.
That's you and I talk.
Yeah, because I'm going through, on average, 40 joints a day.
Wow, you smoke a lot.
That's not just me. But that's my house.
Okay.
Right?
Him and the girls.
My house, we're going through about 40 joints a day, so I need to talk quantity discounts here.
You saw that show Tiger King, right? That's Marcel.
Yeah.
He's like the Tiger King, yeah.
I still got to hate on for Carol Tiger Baskin.
That's fucking hilarious.
No kidding. Brigham Enterprises, Toronto. Hit us up at Instagram and Facebook. Brigham Canada. Gizeh Rolling Papers on Instagram and Facebook. And on our Instagram, we have some giveaways we are doing there also.
Giveaways.
Do
you want to?
Well, yeah. You got to do a couple things. You got to do a couple things for it, but you know, like us, follow us.
It's worth it.
Like what?
We would like you to like the post, tag a friend who will follow us, and tag where you purchase your papers or name the place.
Wow.
Ooh.
We want you to give you to give your favorite shop
Facebook?
a plug. Instagram.
Is
Well, you can do it on
this
the Facebook.
Well, no, I'm on Gizeh. Is it with the DE, the German one?
No.
I'm on the
Gizeh Canada.
Oh, there's Gizeh Canada. Thank God. Nothing against the Germans, but it was kind of hard to read. There we go.
So apparently, I'll be sending you surprise packs. You don't have to worry about Al getting stuff out to you.
Woo!
Oh, even better.
You
Yeah.
Well, you don't really trust Al.
I gotta send. Yeah.
I still want.
They don't want me to know where they live.
I still want my powder.
I went to Darcy's place and he left me in the van. He said, "Stay here, Al. I don't want you in my house." I drove all the way to see him. And then,
did you come to my house?
I wasn't invited.
Does that mean I don't get my Shatterizer now?
Yes.
Lenny.
Oh, no.
Lenny.
What?
Ever been in my house?
Your house? I think just once.
You were in my house or in my backyard?
Never. I was in the backyard a couple times. I was in your house, I think, once.
Really?
Just the kitchen.
Marcel don't let people in chairs in his house. I've never been in there.
Like, it was just barely the kitchen. Like, I wasn't.
I don't fucking
I
carry
didn't get it.
to
Trust
get you
me,
in there.
It was not a grand fucking tour or anything like that.
I'm waiting for him to buy his new one down here because it looks nice and it's got 3 nice ponds that I'm gonna put fish in and fish out in all the time.
Yes, but that's not going to happen unless that nice lady gets rid of her sentimental attachment and realizes that the house isn't worth what she thinks.
Nope.
So,
Then she'll sell her house.
Guess what time it is? This
It's time for Darcy to answer the question.
Yep.
We've got just enough time for him to answer the question, so just hang on. I'm going back. Hey, you had plenty of time, dude.
And did we have a second winner or no?
This question was, it was the neighbor.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right.
So you can hit up him later for an address.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this question was almost an hour ago, Darcy, so you've had plenty of time. And the talkative guest...
I can't hear you.
Yeah. Talk. Can you hear me now? So, he wants to know about using gibberellic acid for promoting germination in old seeds.
From what I found, researching the little bit of stuff I found, there's not much stuff up to date on that. The newest article that I found was 2016, and they all say that they've used the people in the form that rollup.org, the grow form, were saying that they use it on old seeds. They have really good results, but you just dust it on top of your seeds when you sprout them in paper towel.
Okay, so you're not going to make a solution and soak the seeds type thing.
No, I mean you can if you want, but that ain't what they say they do. Everyone on there says that they just dust it. They just dust a little bit on top of their seeds when they put it in their paper towel.
It makes sense that it could help.
Well, what they say it does is you're into the science of what gibberellic acid is and what it and how it affects the hormones / DNA.
Right. So here's my question: is if using gibberellic acid to germinate old seed stock, would you also end up having a better chance for feminized seeds?
I know. I didn't read anything on. None of them said anything about that.
Right, because it does affect the hormones in the plant.
Yes.
Or do you end up with a whole bunch of males because gibberellic acid sprayed onto a plant will turn that plant male?
Yes. Well, but
that's how
also
you get feminized seeds.
But they say also, for example, like you're using 0.002 of a microgram of gibberellic acid is what you're using to dust onto your seeds. Right? That's a small amount.
That's a damn small amount.
Right? But what they
you think about what you need for feminized seeds is a small amount.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than that. It's 0.02. Right?
0.02.
Yeah, micrograms. But you got to be careful with that too, because if you sprinkle too much onto your paper towel, you'll cause dwarf. They found that it causes dwarfism in your seeds, and you don't want that. You don't want that. No. I bought a strand.
Here's the easiest way to answer that question. If you want to do it, you go ahead and try it. But it's all
exactly.
you.
By all means. If you're using it to germinate old seed stock, go for it. But if you kept your seeds in the freezer or in your fridge, your seeds will stay good forever, anyways.
Yeah.
I got 20-year-old seeds. I sprouted the other day, mind you. I sprouted 10 seeds and only 4 of them sprouted, but still 4 of them sprouted. Now, what will my male to female ratio be? That's a different story. Back in the day, I had 80% female ratio in them seeds. So is that still there? I don't know. Did I get the 20%?
Find out, won't you?
Well, this is it. But I want to start them, and it's an F2 seed, so I'm going to do a seed. I'm going to do a seed crop if I get a male.
Are you allowed to grow on your boat, Kirk?
I don't know how to make that happen.
I do. We should talk.
Marcel's going to make you a glass greenhouse on your boat.
I'll offer you a little consulting services, and we'll talk about papers, quantity discounts.
I think they're supposed to be out of sight from the public. I don't think there's any point that could happen.
How close to shore do you stay?
Really public?
Well, I have a slip.
Are you normally tied up to a slip, or are you anchored?
Through the winter, I'm anchored, but
but you're not growing through the winter.
Yeah, I know, but I'm all over the place, man. Yeah.
Does the water
but as long as
freeze
you don't
where
go
you
to
are?
a slip, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
You don't go down into the U.S. though, do you?
No.
All right, so you
No,
stay.
I never go there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it all depends. Well, does that are you including Alaska on that too? Have you ever been up that far?
Yeah, no, we're not up that far.
Okay.
Yeah. No, pretty much the length of the island.
So you just stay along the coast of the island, or?
Yeah, you can't just say just along the coast because it's fucking huge.
Oh, I know, it's massive. Excuse your language on this show. That's funny.
My mother's listening.
Hey, it's fucking
Gosh
snowing
darn.
It's snowing out.
out. Yeah.
You must be on. Man, that's really good shit, Marcel.
The meter has run dry here, guys.
Well, no, I'm looking at my cameras, and if it's not snow, it's really light rain that's blowing around.
It's been snowing on and off all week here in Toronto, and
Yeah,
it looked really weird. At one point, I was like, is that fucking snow, or is that like ashes from a volcano?
That's just from a volcano.
After your morning tea, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that would be some long floating ash to get ash to you? Volcano.
Yeah, always picking on me, buddy.
No, I'm just thinking.
No, it would,
what
wouldn't
is
it?
this volcano to you?
What's that one?
Yellowstone.
No, Krakatoa erupted the other day.
Yeah, but
That's
that
not
would
close
never
to you,
bring
though,
ash
Al.
to you.
No.
It's in the southern hemisphere.
Hawaii would be the closest then.
Actually, no.
Washington.
Greenland.
Well, I was gonna say Mount St. Helens would be closest to him, wouldn't it?
No.
Yeah, but I mean Washington. Mount
Is
St.
that active?
Helens isn't going to blow again. No.
Is that active? No. So where's the
No, but-
closest active volcano to Toronto?
Either Greenland.
Yeah.
Greenland would never reach him.
Finland.
Depending on
Russia.
Would never reach him. To reach him, it would have to be something on the west coast because of the jet stream, the way the winds blow. So for him to get ash, it would have to be an earthquake or a volcano such as Mount Baker or Mount Rainier, which is actually more active than any of those. If Rainier blows up, it would be probably twice as devastating as what Mount St. Helens did.
Well, Krakatoa, they took pictures from the Space Center. I saw them online. They were pretty cool. So,
yeah, scary shit.
Yeah, man. Yep. On that note, let's say goodnight. Kirk, always
Good night.
awesome conversation with you, my friend. I thoroughly enjoy chatting with you, buddy.
And especially learning that the papers are not made of rice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's nice. and Al has my address.
Remember when I was too polite to correct you?
No, I don't. But I will fill you in. I knew that. All right. Say goodnight, guys.
All
right, guys.
Again, good night.
Next week. Bye-bye.
So what are you doing?
Bye-bye.
Nothing? Why not?
Trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.
The girl of your dreams has got to be in some bar.
Sorry, boys and girls, but this is X-rated. So if you're under 18...
Get out, goddammit! Get the point? Good.
And now?
Bend over.
Y'all ready for this?
Get it out. Get it out. I can't wait anymore.
I like to watch.
Whatever you desire. I know you'll like it. Do it.
We do it all night long.